Our banter's not very nice.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
We are some nobodies. My name is Zach, and this is Dylan.
Hello.
And once again, this is Talking Upstream. Talking Upstream is a show where Dylan and I, what we do is we come together and try to, with this clean whiteboard, try to teach people how to take...
It's okay.
Oh, I forgot about that spot.
Chip.
Yeah. But really to try to teach people how to take an idea and work it through all the way down to something that can be a pitchable idea or just something you can continue to work on.
Yeah. Talking Upstream is a 90-minute writer's room where Zach and I bring an idea to the table. We discuss that idea, spin it out, and hopefully, as Zach said, develop into something that we can make more later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm liking this.
Yeah?
It's working out pretty good.
Going pretty well.
Yeah, I like
got
it.
some good stuff out of this.
Yeah,
How you feeling, Zach?
I'm feeling really good today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
How about you?
I am exhausted.
Exhausted?
We've been doing a lot, and so far, Tubi has not picked us up for any sort of series.
Oh, you're after Tubi now.
But that's what we're here to fix.
Yeah. All right. Tubi, not Quibi. You're giving up on Quibi?
They haven't called me yet.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, get on it, guys.
I keep sliding into those DMs and they just rebuff me at every chance. So yeah, Zach and I are trying to get onto a streaming service. We're trying to sell stuff because we like to write stuff and we like to make things.
That's
so
true.
This is our attempt to show that we consistently do this week after week for 90 minutes at a time.
And Talking Upstream because we were trying to talk our way up to a streaming service like a Hulu or Tubi or maybe we'll just start putting stuff on Vero. Who really knows? But either way, if you tuned in last week, we went over a couple different story ideas. And I think the one that we stuck with was what we ended up calling Black, which was about a very boring manslaughter and how that very boring man kind of deals with the fact that he killed somebody. And then it really went for a weird twist.
It worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
It got a nice little, not even a crime thriller, just a little low-down suburban suspense thrill.
Yeah, I really like it. And because Dylan is the scriptwriter of the group here, this week he went through and Dylan, somebody likes your shirt. Mr. Jimmy.
Oh, yes.
And so we don't have any guests on today. This is a two-person script because the story that we kind of wrote out really doesn't have a lot of talking. It turns out it was a lot of him dealing with things and this person who we named Ethan and how he goes through the trials of, It
was definitely a confrontation scene. This is kind of a pivotal point in what we're planning on being a movie at some point.
Yeah. Do you want to set the scene up?
Yeah. So at this point in the film, the main character, Ethan Black, has, for his birthday, attempted to go hunting for the first time, in which he accidentally, in the pursuit of chasing a deer, kills a man by shooting him in the neck with a crossbow. It's unfortunate. He sees that the man soon receives a phone call. He has a family. So at that point, he is feeling bad, but he doesn't go to the police. Instead, what he does, he starts leaving envelopes of cash at the man's widow's address. And at this point in the movie, the guilt has started to consume him, and he is going to her residence to confess. He is going to her residence because he doesn't want to confess to the police, but he's got to get it off his chest, and he doesn't think things through very well. So Zach will be reading the part of Ethan Black. I will be reading the part of Natasha. What did I give her the last name of? Natasha Brooke.
Yep.
And I will also be reading the stage directions. So without further ado, here's a scene from Black.
Our first thriller.
Mm-hmm. Fade in. Interior or exterior, street, day, tracking. So this is going to follow him as he gets out of his car. Ethan parks his car outside a suburban home, number 351. The street is cozy and bland. He opens his flip phone, and we see his recent call log. Mom, 5 days ago. Work, 7 days ago. He sighs and replaces his phone. He unbuckles his seatbelt and exits the car, crosses the street, and rings 351's doorbell. Exterior porch, day. Ethan waits as the doorbell chimes. He nervously looks down the street in either direction. We hear footsteps. Natasha, 32, opens the door. She's haggard, but obviously takes care of herself. She scrutinizes Ethan with a touch of suspicion. She holds a steaming mug in her left hand. Her right hand remains out of sight behind the door. Can I help you?
Natasha Brooke?
Who are you?
My name is Ethan Black.
Natasha narrows her eyes. After a moment of shared silence, she moves to close the door.
I'm the one who killed your husband.
Natasha looks at Ethan as the silence stretches. It gets uncomfortable.
It was an accident. I was aiming at a deer, and I didn't know that he was in the bushes.
Stop.
And I... What?
Come in. Natasha steps aside and gestures Ethan to enter her house. After a moment of confusion, he does. Interior, foyer. Dining room's the second door on the right. Go have a seat. Natasha shuts the door and doesn't wait for Ethan before she moves towards the dining room. She holds a pistol in her right hand. Natasha, off screen. You want something to drink? Coffee's still hot. Ethan looks around the foyer. Framed pictures of Natasha and a man are hung on the wall. A small pile of untouched envelopes is scattered on the table.
Coffee would be nice.
Interior, dining room. Ethan enters a well-appointed dining room. Natasha moves around the counter and sets a mug of coffee on a coaster at the table. She sits at the head of the table, the pistol within arm's reach. You should sit.
I don't think that was really a good idea.
You should sit. Ethan sits. He eyes the coffee but does not drink it. He eyes the pistol.
Do you really think you need that?
Natasha eyes the pistol. As the newly widowed mother of a newborn, yes. But to be honest, I thought this kind of thing would be a little more... Well, I thought you might be a little more...
More what?
The silence stretches out until it is uncomfortable.
This is a nice house.
James was a banker. He was smart with money.
Oh.
So why are you really here?
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't think most people expect the murderer to come to the victim's wife to confess.
I just couldn't hold it in anymore.
So why come to me and not the police? Ethan shrugs.
Oh.
You said you thought he was a deer?
Yeah, I was hunting on my birthday out in the woods. I finally caught sight of the deer, and I've been tracking it, and I took a shot. And when I went to see where I'd hit, there he was.
James always used to joke about how he'd be the one to die first. He liked his thrills. You know, he went skydiving a week after Kelly was born. Ethan is unsure how to respond.
Honestly, I thought this would be a little more I thought you'd be a little more upset about this.
I mean, I'm not thrilled about being widowed, but all things considered.
I'm sorry if he was a bad man.
He wasn't. No, James was a great husband. Everybody loved him. Natasha looks at a framed photo of she and James. Her and James. Anyway, sometimes you can be carrying a weight around for so long you don't even notice it anymore. And without it there, you're in danger of floating off. Natasha eyes the pistol. And, you know, it's been a week or so now, and the police are no closer to where they were finding you. And the only people I've seen in that time are the baby and the people who want to do nothing but grieve.
I'm sorry.
I'm so tired of it. With all these weird notes and these envelopes of cash, and her eyes widen. Wait, has that been you leaving all this stuff outside my house?
Yes. I just felt bad, and it seemed like the only thing to do. You looked so upset at the funeral, and everyone was trying to comfort you.
At the funeral? Were you at the funeral? Natasha looks at Ethan as if she has seen him for the first time. You're kind of effed up, aren't you?
What?
You kill my husband, you stalk me at my house, you leave me threatening notes.
Threatening? And
then you go to my husband's funeral and come to my house to confess to me personally? What the heck is this?
Hey, I'm just trying to make up for what happened. I didn't mean anything.
I didn't mean anything by it. That's rich. You murdered my husband, you leave me alone with this gosh darn baby. Now what? You think a little petty cash is going to make up for it?
Hey, it's just what I could get together. And if you don't want it, you can give it back. I need that money.
Jeez, you're pathetic. Listen. Natasha picks up the pistol and points it at Ethan from across the table. Ethan freezes.
Hey, wait.
No, you wait. You're lucky I didn't call the police the minute we sat down. Now...
Wait just a minute. I think this is a little bit of an overreaction. We're going to
overreaction? What the F are you effing talking about? You murdered my husband, you piece of crap, and now you come to my house and tell me I'm overreacting?
You know, I thought I'd come and do the right thing, but you don't want to talk, and I'm just going to leave.
Ethan stands to leave. Natasha cocks the pistol. Sit the F down, Ethan. Ethan sits. Ethan Black, murderer. Not a bad headline.
Just Just wait a minute.
I really don't feel like waiting, Ethan Black. I waited for a week for the police to do F all, and now you knock on my door like a Girl Scout selling cookies.
I just thought I'd try to do the right thing.
Yeah, you said that already. The right thing would have been to go to the police. The right thing would have been not to have shot James. Listen, you're pathetic. Here's what's going to happen.
What's gonna happen?
Yeah, what's going to happen? Or else I call up the freaking police and they come find you, Ethan Black. Nice job telling me your full name, by the way. I can see why you thought it would be a good idea to come tell me what you did in the bright gosh darn daylight. Now, here's what's going to happen. Fade out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then it would transition into her describing that she expects him to steal money for her again.
Yeah.
Continue doing that.
And then that would go into another creepier montage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really liking that story. Good job.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it was a fun scene. It kind of, I felt it.
Yeah. What was like writing a script for like more of a thriller?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
what was it like?
Oh, what was it like?
Yeah.
I had to find the drive. Really, I had to make sure the lines of dialogue there weren't any. There was no nicety in it. It was everybody's driving towards a point, and eventually Ethan has to try and get out of it.
Yeah, because so far, over our last 4, this is our 5th episode now.
This is
so our 4 episodes were on the comedic end of it, which is a little bit easier to write. Maybe I'm not really sure.
I tend to veer a little comedic, and there's a little bit of dry humor in that script as well. So I had to make sure I wasn't going too goofy on it. Yeah, but it's a nice change of pace. It's nice to pick up a different project every once in a while.
Yeah, I like that. That's Black. So if you guys want to see how that's going, you can always go to somenobodies.com to see the progression of things. You can check us out on Instagram or anywhere else and see how things are developing and what we're doing with each project. The majority of these projects we're actually trying to develop into something. So if you keep following us on everywhere, you can see how that works. All
right.
So the way the show works is we do our script from last week, and then we bring 2 ideas to the table, and then somehow we decide on which one to develop. And I guess that's this part of the show.
That's it.
So what are you bringing this week?
I'm going to repeat what I brought last week.
Which was what?
It was the ghosts trying to... I went back to ghosts last week, and I might have a ghost idea later on a future episode. I've got something that's kind of rattling around.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go back to that. It's about ghosts trying to retake their life by, like, the best way I could figure to, like, phrase it is to be there at the moment like a baby is born or conceived.
Oh, to reincarnate, they would need to be there at the moment of conception.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of creepy.
It has the aspects of like creepiness, but then there's also, you could do the mortal romance and that sort of thing. There's room to work in there.
Yeah. All right, reincarnation. Okay. I had this really weird idea this week, and I wanted to. I was going to save it.
Go for it.
And I was kind of working with some other superhero ideas, and I know that we already did that thing, so I was trying to push it out, and I was thinking of other things that were similar, and I kind of came up with. I don't know if you know this, but my partner Suzanne, she is very allergic to most things, coconut mushrooms. And I started going down this thought process of allergies. And I was thinking that if somebody had a reaction to something that would cause a rash, and for some reason that rash wrote out a word in Braille. Let's just say that it was like a warning of something. I don't know how you find that out, but I was thinking, like, once I started looking at rashes and I was doing some weird research on rashes, which is gross.
We've all been there.
I was looking, I was like, these could be like constellations or something. So rash turns to Braille. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Okay.
Yeah. How do you feel? How do you feel about that?
I think there's a lot of potential on that, actually. Rash equals Braille.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, you did it.
It's French, I know that.
Reincarnation and Braille.
Oh my god. How do you say that earlier?
Because, I don't know, I thought I might let this one slip.
God, I hate that. It's because I called you out for that thing over our other podcast.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Okay,
got
so
some ideas.
Let's see. Ghost reincarnation and rash equals Braille. Now, I'm a big fan of ghost stuff.
I'm kind of leaning towards rash equals Braille. Honestly, I don't know. It feels like there's
sure okay.
If you're cool with that, like
rash equals Braille.
I don't have much beyond like it's ghosts like hanging out.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to think on this.
The ghosts are going to be creeps.
I think I don't
know how to phrase it without it being creepy.
I almost want to go down, but let's work into Rash Equals Braille because that is kind of interesting. And I think you won last week. Oh no, I won last week.
You won last week.
2 weeks in a row. Here we
All
go.
right, I'll take it.
So Rash Equals
if
Braille.
You're cool with this.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Right.
I don't have much other than the fact I was like, I wonder if a rash could be. Is there a useful way to use allergies? I think that's where I was naturally going.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to start developing this thing, and once again, the reason this show exists is a lot of people come to us and they say, how do you guys come up with these really weird ideas? And we wanted to help people, not really teach people how to do things, but just maybe show them a way that we do our process. So Dylan and I, we get together once or twice a week before our recording of any of the 19 podcasts that we do constantly.
Keep adding them.
And we actually sit down and we try to develop things to see, because we do have a bunch of voice actors that we want to give work to. We want to make sure we're developing more projects. So, and this is how this works.
This is just an example of how this can go out. This is what works with Zack and I. You and whoever you might be working with might have a different process, but we found that this is actually really easy to translate onto a 90-minute streaming service. And so far, it's been something that we've been able to expand on outside of this show. So this is just like an example of like what we talk through on a condensed kind of abridged thing. Yeah. None of the shared writing space we have is up here. None of the Google Docs we share are up here. None of the weeks-long brainstorming is up here. Right. This is us sprinting towards something that we can maybe marathon out a little later.
Yeah. And this, once again, this method works for us. I am a comedian by trade. I am an improv person. So I'm a spitballer. Dylan, on the other hand, is, he's trained.
I'm trained and educated in storytelling and what makes stories work. So it's a good way for us to, we reflect on each other very well. Yeah. So we want to just kind of break down why we're doing the show and what we're doing. So hopefully this does help. And this helps us create things which you're about to see. So we have no idea what we're doing with this Rash Braille thing, and we're going to work it out. Yeah. Okay. So I see this as being obviously a visual medium. I think so.
I think you would need to see it to understand.
There's some really fun makeup you can do if you want to get a little Verhoeven style, little kind of gross, maybe if you want. Yeah. I think it could work as a medium, as an audio thing, but it would lose something in the translation.
Yeah, I think the design of this and to see it and all that stuff, you would need to be visual. So we're going to go visual. Yeah. Of some sort. Now, do you think this needs to be like a movie, a show? Well, we'll get to that later.
We'll get to that later.
Okay, so other than the Rash being Braille. Yeah. What do you see? What are some things you would like to discuss during this?
Let's see. I'm seeing.
Well, we also have to show a reveal.
There needs to be a reveal. Yeah. Which, if it's a rash, it could be visual where it's like, oh, that's what's on your arm. But I think it makes more sense if it's like someone, I don't know, they grab them by the arm or something, and maybe the character that grabs them is blind, and they're like, what, did you get dermals or something? Like, yeah. What's on your arm? What does it say? Well, what does it say? Well, it says fire. It says fire in
or bomb, and then immediately later it's like a bomb.
Actually, that's not bad. It says bomb and maybe a timestamp.
Oh, cool. All right, so we already have two characters now.
Sure. Okay.
So we have CP1, which is the Rash.
Yeah, Al, short for allergies.
All right.
Albert. No, I don't know. Or Rash.
I like Al.
Played by Jim Rash. From
Al is gender neutral also. Yeah. So I'm cool with all that.
We haven't, I don't think we've done a female. Well, no, we did for Meaner Kind of Magic.
Yes.
Still, sure.
I'm cool with that.
Make her Al.
All right, and then we also have CP2, which is going to be. Now I like them reading Braille. Yeah. And I also like it being like a blind character. I think that's fine. Yeah. So we just know that this is a blind character so far, and this could also be a girl.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
So Al and who? Betty.
Okay. You had that one ready.
Well, because Betty, when you call me, you can call me Al.
Yeah, cool.
You know what I mean?
Perfect.
You're a Chevy Chase fan.
He's fine. I've never been to New York. Washington?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Chevy Chase, the district, I think it's in Washington, D.C.
Oh, no, that's a car. No, it's in Maryland, Chevy Chase.
I'm pretty sure that's Chevrolet.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, anyway.
Okay, so we have two characters.
Okay.
We have...
Blind Betty and Allergic Al.
It's working so far. Dude,
hey, it's minor superhero stuff. It's alliteration.
It's telling a story. So.
It is.
Okay, so we know that the beginning of the story is going to be the reveal of the rash.
Yeah, I think so.
So we're just going to say rash reveal.
We'll have a short day in the life section where it's like, who are these people? What are they up to? And then at some point, Betty grabs Al by the arm or something. It's like, yeah, and we have that little scene. Yeah,
cool. We could also put in how the rash develops, which could be the start of it.
Yeah,
like, say it's like a food thing.
Yeah,
like, hey, do you have an EpiPen? Like, no.
They're in the food court,
and then say Betty's just like
she doesn't know the Kung Pao chicken has peanuts in it.
No one does.
No,
and she's patting Al on the back, and she's like, "Hey, what's this braille back here?"
You know,
and it's like,
no, that's
braille. That's a rash.
Yeah, no, I ate peanuts.
It's like, no, this is obviously braille. It says bomb threat. Immediately she says that, bells ring.
Okay.
And then it's like, so high school?
Yeah.
Or
are
we doing a high school?
We can do high school or college. Younger. I say younger.
College.
Give them a reason to hang out socially.
Yeah, they're in a library.
Adults don't hang out.
They don't.
No, all we do is work and then go to bed.
Yeah, and have TV shows sometimes.
And this is work.
This is...
It's unpaid labor. No,
that's true.
I'm happy to be here. I really am.
Okay, so we're going to say roughly that they're college.
Yeah, I think college.
College kids, right? So college.
Cool. Are they... Oh, okay, so it's against their school then. Or are they in a mall?
Well, I think anywhere that a bomb threat would be announced quickly and be like a big deal. So either
Student union.
What's that? Is it a bar?
No, the student union of a college.
Oh,
it's the central building where like all the administrative stuff is. Sometimes there's a food court.
I know you like to brag that you went to college, and I
guess I keep forgetting.
Yeah, well,
you're just so well spoken.
Trade. So I think a mall makes sense too.
Mall makes sense.
I do like mall stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so let's set this in a mall.
Okay.
Because we haven't done that before.
We're okay. We're focusing. I'm just thinking ahead towards like full format. This feels like a short, almost like a short film.
Yeah.
Not like a full length, like hour and a half feature.
No.
More like a 45-minute, maybe an episode of like an anthology show.
Or like a half an hour.
Half an hour even.
Yeah. Although I don't really know where the story's going yet.
We need a resolution, but this is a really good inciting incident. So stick with me a little bit. She has an allergic reaction. She has a rash that is a forewarning of an immediate disaster or threat. Is it them then inducing her allergic reactions to save people? And we get kind of like, did you ever see Knowing with Nicolas Cage?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. It's kind of like that where it's like something bad's happening.
If that question ends with Nicolas Cage, the answer is yes.
All right.
I have.
All right, that's fair. That's what I'm seeing the
progression. No, I like it a lot. I was trying to stay away from superpower.
Right.
But I guess this is also maybe
this could just be an unexplained
supernatural or just unexplained
weirdness.
Phenomenon.
I kind of like that it's just like, well, what, were you born in like the full moon? I was born in like March 40.
I was born in March
40.
March 40th?
May 10th.
Past?
April 10th. Man, I am.
What are you doing?
I'm exhausted because Tubi hasn't called us yet.
You're waiting up all night.
I am.
I don't know why. You should just set your phone to sound and fall asleep. Anyway, so we have an allergy reaction. We have bomb threat.
Yeah. Do we want to start with them stopping a bomb threat? Because that feels like pretty high stakes off the bat. I like the immediacy of it.
I don't think they should stop it at all. I think this should be like this happens. Mm-hmm. Betty reads it, rank, and they leave and they go, that's kind of weird, right? Weird. And I think that's where it starts. Like, so then maybe Betty's hanging out with Al more often. Yeah. Like, constantly just like, do you have any more rashes?
Hey, have you been eating peanuts?
Right. So then we can also put in like somewhere like in these midsections another inciting incident because you need so the one is like the question mark where it's like, there's no way this is real, right?
And then there's something that confirms it.
Yep. And then you have the second one where it's like, okay, this is probably real.
Yeah.
And then you have the third one, which is like,
this is real.
Let's handle this.
Yeah.
And then you have the end. So I like learning about the bomb threat and not going anything. Now we also need to give them a world to live in.
Yeah.
And also give them some characteristics.
I guess.
They got to be humans.
I guess.
Well, I know you don't like doing
I'm
that.
only here for the spectacle. Give me shallow, flashy spectacle all day.
Or robots.
Or robots. Let's make them robot. She's an allergic robot.
Let's make the mole a robot.
Anyway.
Okay.
Let's see. Where are we going to set this?
Well, okay. Oh, where in the world?
I mean, we need a setting.
Yeah.
It would inform a little bit on the characters. It would inform a little bit on their college.
Well, let's do that here.
Denver?
So, Colorado.
Sure.
Yeah. Or
All right.
Boulder.
Boulder.
Boulder, Colorado.
Even Boulder. Does Boulder have a mall?
Well, there's that. Well,
We have Flatiron Mall.
I guess there's no mall here.
Not
all
in
right, Denver.
Boulder.
Yeah, all right, Denver.
Yeah, Denver's got a whole bunch of public spaces.
Yeah, I like Denver. Well, I mean,
it's fine.
I don't like Denver. I like Denver for the story.
I go into Denver like once a month to buy like
comics at Mile High Comics.
Yeah, they're good.
They're fine. It's a big store though.
It's huge.
It's
I
too
live down the
big.
street from them.
Anyway, so we have a Denver mall. We have the allergy reaction to a bomb threat,
All right.
which lets off to these two knowing that there's something going
Yeah,
on.
let's them go into the mountains if we want some wilderness disasters. Like they sense like if they go skiing, there's an avalanche maybe.
Oh,
I'm just throwing ideas out.
Yeah, we would need 2 more inciting incidences.
Yeah.
Probably one more that's like kind of a question, but we also still need.
What if it's less? So hang with me on this. What if we end it really dark, where they get an allergic reaction is just like buried, and then they get covered, and then an avalanche happens at the end, and we just end on it cutting to black during an avalanche.
We definitely haven't done one of those.
We haven't, and that would be grim.
Yeah.
And if this is going to be a short, we can do that.
Sure.
Without feeling like we didn't waste
explain
anybody's time. Not that ending on a dark tone is wasting anybody's time.
No.
But the biggest complaint about dark endings, such as spoilers, Rogue One, is the one I can remember mostly.
That was a good movie.
Everybody dies at the end, and people
Good
were
movie.
complaining that it felt like a waste of time because how can I get attached to these characters if I know they're going to die?
The only movies,
which is wrong.
The only movies I find are a waste of time are the ones where at the end they're like, I just woke up.
Yes.
That's not real.
No, we're never going to do a straight up dream reset.
The unreliable narrator is one of the most annoying storytelling techniques.
If done well, and I hold up Memento as the example of a very well done unreliable narrator, because he's being lied to the entire time, and
That's
therefore
true.
he's lying to us, but he doesn't know it.
Yeah, but not many of us can pull off a Chris Nolan
No,
movie.
we can't. Well, it was written by Jonathan Nolan, but that's okay.
It's a Chris Nolan movie.
I know. It's whatever.
Okay, so this is going to end.
End it on an avalanche burying them.
Sure.
I don't know why a blind girl is going skiing, but maybe she's in the lodge.
Well, we can think of something else.
We can think of something.
This is Crossbones.
Yeah, all right.
All right, cool. So now we have a very bleak ending. And
Cool.
we're going
That's
to
2 in a row, I guess.
we're gonna need
Black
2
ends
more-
on bleak. I'm okay with it.
I
like this for the end.
Yeah, I like this. I like this whole thing wrapped up in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
A tight little quick thing where I like those movies. Now I'm going to say this. I don't like Groundhog's Day,
Yeah, I know.
but I like movies that you don't need to know why things happen.
Something happened and he deals with it.
That just it has already happened.
Yeah.
Whatever. Don't go into it.
Speaking of Groundhog's Day, I'm going to do an intro because it's about half an hour in.
Oh, okay.
Hi. If you're just tuning in, and if you're not just tuning in, give us a second so we can fill everybody in. This is Talking Upstream. My name is Dylan. This is Zach. We are some nobodies, and this is our 90-minute writer's room in which we bring 2 competing ideas to the table. We use this whiteboard and our own creative batteries to fuel what will ideally be some content that we produce down the road. This is all for us getting a footing on ideas that we have. It is a showcase of how we can get an idea from like a single line to ideally, in this case, a 30 to 40 minute short film.
Yeah. And if you haven't been watching so far, what we decided to do was go down the idea of what if a rash brought up a bit of like a message in Braille. So we have a couple characters so far. We have CP1, which now has the name of Al, and we have Betty, who's our CP2, and this is the blind person who, discovers that this is actually Braille. We set this place in Denver Mall just because we needed a location. We do know, like Dylan said, this is going to be like a half an hour, quick little thing, and it's going to end in a very dark way. So let's see where else this goes. We're still going to need 2 to 3 more incidences.
Do we want them to have a third character they rope into this? Do we want it to be a little bit, not a gang, but like a
troop?
A troop?
I don't know if we need it just yet.
I don't know either.
I don't know the story that we're doing. I think they should just be living some kind of normal life.
Sure.
They're just going to college. Maybe we set this during the pandemic.
Sure.
We haven't done something like that. So they're just two
not
friends.
many people are yet.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
They're just two friends that are going to see you.
Are they remote? Are they doing it remote?
They live here.
But is campus shut down?
In real life?
In the reality of this film.
They're doing online classes.
Okay.
But they're roommates.
Yeah.
They're roommates.
Yeah.
Friends and roommates.
Actually, that works.
That makes more sense than they're quarantined together. So, roommates.
We could have some really fun bonding scenes where they're just like,
So we got to give them a couple scenes where they're doing nothing related to the story. Obviously, that's very important. We're going to say Al and Betty, this will be their second year in college. They did freshman year.
No.
Now they're in their senior year.
Hello, Mark. Mark just commented, hello from Durham. Durham.
Yeah.
It's small font on my computer. That's my excuse.
That's where the Bulls are from.
Anyway. Yes.
They're not seniors. They're sophomores.
They're sophomores? Okay.
I like that.
Sure.
Because they've already had a year of like the college experience.
And now they're really getting into the independence of it.
Now it's pandemic time.
Sure.
So pandemic. But would they be at the mall then?
No.
What's open that has... Maybe it can't be in the pandemic.
Nah, I don't think this one. We can do one later that's set in more modern times, but I think this one. I think we just set this.
Just because
the golden age of 2015.
Yeah, I think unless we think of a better reveal, an initial reveal. But I do like a quick reaction to what's this?
Yeah.
So, not during the pandemic. Still, sophomores in college.
Yeah.
Still at the Denver Mall. So this is initially in the mall. Bomb threat.
So I'm seeing they have the bomb threat reaction. I figure, do they initially react like, "Oh, that was weird. Let's not wonder if this is part of a pattern or is reproducible," or do they immediately go to testing it, where they rub a peanut under her nose and they're like, "Do you feel anything?" And we have like a comedic montage of her.
Yeah, we can definitely have a forcing an allergy montage. Yeah. I don't know if it needs to be after this one. I think it makes more sense to be after this one.
Okay.
So this can be the allergy montage.
Yeah. It's going to be the name of my pop punk band. Allergy Montage is actually a really good band name.
That's true. Okay, Allergy Montage is here. So that we need a second inciting incident.
They're here? Is the show tonight?
Yeah, but it's streaming though, so you'll catch it later. What do you think should be a second inciting incident / what do you think should be the other story? Let's say the B storyline of what they're just living.
What if? Well, so we have a really high stakes threat at the start, which is fine. Like bomb threat is relatively high. Usually you see like that sort of thing, say for like the end of Die Hard 3 with Sam Jackson.
Yeah. The end?
No.
It's kind of the whole thing.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Yeah.
But the stakes never lower.
What's Die Hard?
Yeah.
You can't go backwards.
No, you can't.
Once you start, you got to keep dying hard.
So let's see. Well, so immediately after that, what do? Immediately after they're at the mall and
see, that's why I think we should give them a B storyline. So we'll say the A storyline is the allergy reaction, but I think the B storyline should be the one that they fall right back into immediately, and then the B storyline takes them until this.
The spring fling is going on.
The spring fling?
I don't know.
No.
The enchantment under the sea dance.
I think that's been done. I'm not 100%.
I just made that up myself.
Enchantment on the Sea?
I'm pretty sure. I was playing D&D last night. And
pretty sure it was a
I was a pirate wizard. I'm not joking. I was a pirate wizard in D&D last night. So.
Yeah. I didn't think that was a joke.
No, I know. You laughed.
Well,
you didn't. I don't know. Anyway.
Okay. Next inciting is what is another thing that could happen that they would show?
Another disaster that she would get a warning of through her allergies.
Yeah. Maybe like
Let's see.
Car crash.
I'm thinking car crash, fire. Fire might be too close to.
I think fire's too big.
How do we want this to pick up just miscellaneous disasters, or do we want it to specifically pick up on disasters that threaten her life?
I think it should be to her.
To her?
But since
I think that makes sense.
But since Betty's close, it's to them.
Yeah.
But it is always to her.
By virtue of the fact that they're nearby.
Exactly. Yeah.
What if...
Well, I think this...
It needs to be specific to them, too, so they can be like, this is a pattern.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We need to kind of follow a B storyline.
What if they are going to I don't know why you would go to a skyscraper in Denver. Like they're going to like a museum or something on like upper floor.
Or like a concert.
And it's like drop or fall.
Oh.
And then they like, let's not go on the elevator. Let's take the stairs. It's like 40 floors.
Well, whatever.
You saw what happened last time.
Yeah.
And then they get up top and they hear that the elevator had the cable snapped.
Cool.
And they're like, this stopped us from getting on that elevator. We can, like, this is a thing.
Yep. So the first one says bomb.
Bomb or blast or something like that. Rubble. Not rubble. That's too much.
Maybe we can keep it with the 4-letter.
Yeah. Yeah.
So bomb.
That's not that much space on a person's arm.
Yeah, and I think it would fill like a little bit of a region. All right, so bomb, drop. So we're gonna say that's the elevator.
And then dark for the end. What do you mean dark? Well, I'm already blind, so I don't have a concept of that. Can we not make jokes? This is telling us how we're... And then rumble, 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 rumble. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's something. It keeps us in the mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah. Question mark.
So they're taking a trip somewhere?
They're going somewhere with an elevator?
Maybe they're just doing a cross-country trip together.
Oh, that's not bad.
They are roommates.
It's the week before the semester starts?
Yeah, and they're just taking like a weird trip down to maybe down to Santa Fe or something. Down to Meow Wolf. Kids do that, right?
I don't know. I don't know any kids.
All right, so this is now road trip-ish. Just for setting wise.
Oh, Al has to drive the entire way.
Yeah. I drive the entire way.
Well,
Suzanne doesn't drive anywhere.
I've been in that situation. It's whatever.
It's fine. Okay, so we have our two friends, Al and Betty. They are roommates. They're taking a quick road trip before their sophomore year.
Yep. They're planning on skiing somewhere, ultimately.
Yeah, they're going to do a tour of Colorado.
Yeah.
So they hit up Denver first.
I don't ski. I don't know where people ski.
Breckenridge?
Sure.
Or
Vail.
Aspen?
Vail. I don't know what's bigger.
Aspen, I think, is more well known.
Are we gonna wreck Aspen at the end of this movie?
Oh yeah. It's going. So this is Aspen.
Apologies to anybody living in that. I don't know anybody who lives in Aspen.
Me neither.
Maybe.
And we won't.
No.
They make way too much money.
Oh man, are you kidding?
All right, so this is Denver. Where is a place with a big elevator?
I'm still thinking Denver. I don't think there are any other big cities in.
All right, so this is just the next day, and that's
they're
why
back in town. I don't know if road trip necessarily works with us. Like I like the idea that they're
they're taking a ski trip.
They're going on a
Denver.
ski trip. Yeah, okay.
They live in Denver. They're going on a quick ski trip before. So the night before the trip, that's where the weird bomb threat in the mall.
Sure.
They shrug it off.
Yeah.
They're talking about the ski trip.
Yeah.
Talking about the upcoming school year.
What if most of this takes place at like the ski resort and drop is like they were going to get on a ski lift and the chair separates?
Cool.
And they're like, and Betty is like, what just happened? And Al goes, we were going to be on there.
Yeah, my only problem with that is why would Betty ever go skiing?
Why would she go skiing?
So maybe they're going to like hot springs.
Oh, there are probably hot springs and ski resorts in Colorado.
Oh, 100%. Idaho Springs is very close to here, and it's not. I just think we should do something that's a little bit more friendly for them.
Yeah.
So let's.
Yeah, no, I agree. I had the exact same question. Why would a blind girl be skiing? I'm making an assumption. I'm going to look up.
I'm sure they can. I just don't know if.
Can blind people dream? Yes.
What?
That's what Google asked.
Don't ask that.
Apparently, alpine downhill skiing is one of the rare opportunities available that allows the blind individual to move freely at speed through time and space.
Are we doing this as a ski trip?
That's what we had originally planned.
Sure.
It lets us end it on an avalanche, which is always fun.
Sure.
As long as you're not.
Let's kill a blind person skiing.
We won't know. It's going to cut to black before anything is confirmed.
All right. What is over here? So this is like on the way to Aspen. So this is a pre-school year trip. Maybe Betty's always wanted to go skiing. That's fine.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Well,
no, I like the fact that it's like, oh, I'm finally going skiing, and then your friend's allergies are like, hey, Something's trying to kill you consistently.
Yeah, for real.
You're getting Final Destination.
All right, so we still need an inciting thing. I like them. I would like to give them a little more just characteristics.
Yeah.
Just so they're people, but I guess that's not important just yet. So they are doing a quick little trip. I'm liking all that so far.
What if she's a metalhead, and the reason they're going to this particular resort is because there's going to be a concert, and they get a warning that says fire, and the pyrotechnics go wrong.
Yeah, love that.
And they're like, "What do they mean fire? What do they mean fire?"
Yeah.
We're leaving. Did you sure you turned the oven off? I unplugged everything from the room. The room has nothing plugged into the sockets. Lights are off. Everything's shut down.
So this is a Red Rocks.
And then they go to, ooh, yeah, man, we're doing the Colorado destruction.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Yeah. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, and then they're at a metal show for Nightshade Table, our in-house fake band. My buddy had an idea for a band name called Decade of the Year, and I'm like, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Pop punk for sure.
All right, so Nightshade Table concert.
Yeah.
And that's when we get the fire one.
Yeah.
We're also going to need to figure out what this allergy is.
I was making jokes about it being peanuts.
Well, I think a peanut is an easy.
Sure.
So I think it should be something a little bit different.
A little bit less common.
And that's when they realize what it is here.
Yeah. Let's see.
I think because if you think about it, like, they don't know what it is here. So it's obviously not a very obvious allergy. After the montage, they're going to try a bunch of things.
If she's allergic to multiple things.
Yeah.
My mind is also going to shrimp because they're not common. You have to generally order them specifically.
I think it should be something so irrelevant to their life. Maybe like laundry detergent.
Okay.
Something like they could have just got to pick up a new brand. No one knows what's happening.
Oh, okay.
And it takes them so long. And that's why they keep eating different things.
Unless you have a little comedic bit where they're carrying around this jug of laundry detergent on their ski trip, and she's like cradling it on the ski lift.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, just.
What's it telling you?
I don't know, nothing. Shouldn't have got lemon. Should have went with lavender. And that way it could be like on her skin. So I was trying to think of something that would give them a topical rash.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Topical. Is that the name of this?
It's something. Topical. We'll come back
get
to
there.
it.
Okay, so do you like it being?
I like it being laundry detergent. It's outside. I do laundry once a week. So I only interact with it once a week.
And then maybe this is the first time for some reason that Betty does a pair of socks.
Yeah.
Of Al's.
It's the blind girl's fault that she did the laundry wrong.
She did the laundry wrong. All right, so I like laundry detergent. And they find that out here. And they use it here.
Yeah.
And that's when they get fired, but they don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
I think at what point do they realize it is the laundry detergent?
I think it should be
fire
right before here. At the end of the montage, I think
at the end of the montage they should know, and then they don't get any death warnings after that. They get maybe minor stuff.
Okay.
But I think, and so at that point they're like, we're going to Red Rocks, and I think at that point I like the visual of them like just holding the jug of laundry detergent.
Yeah, love
like,
that. It's their thing now.
Can you open it up? You don't have to do this all the time. I know, but it just makes me feel more comfortable. And then we have a little philosophical discussion about like, well, if you know it's coming, you don't do anything except avoid it. Like there's nothing to it besides just there's more to life than getting out of the way. And then we have a little bit of discussion on like, death is oncoming, what you do when you know something is up. Like You get a little
and they get the
depth.
fire before the concert. They decide to just go anyway.
They decide to go.
Yeah.
They're like, it's an outdoor venue.
Yeah.
What's the worst that can
shoot? And then they're like, let's get out of here. Let's just go do something safe.
Yeah. Skiing? With a historical accident record? No.
You said skiing.
I did say skiing because I like the idea of them being covered. I like that idea.
Yeah.
I almost like it dark coming at the point where they feel that they are safe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like there's that moment of calm and they're like, nothing's happened. Maybe it just hasn't happened in a while.
I also like that if they get this message during the daytime, and they think that means that something's going to happen at nighttime.
Yeah.
Then they get avalashed in the daytime.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of cool too.
Okay.
Because dark would be like, dark what? Oh man, okay, we're not going out at nighttime.
Why didn't you just say snow?
Yeah.
It's more specific. Because the writers have a sense of irony.
Yeah. It's flat irons. Flat irony.
Flat irony. That would be a good name for a production company.
Flat irony. Yeah.
Write that down for something else.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll register that website. That's going to be our comedy troupe name.
Come
see Flat Irony.
Come see something about our Flat Irony.
It's our Flat Irony special.
Okay, what else do you think? All right, so we still got to work on a scene for next time.
Yeah.
We have to work on...
I wonder if we can't have them interacting with a third character in some manner. Like, I'm fine with it being very, very, very collected.
Insular, yeah.
But
what kind of character do you think we need here?
We've gone to the drawing board a few times with, like, because Meaner Kind of Magic had the pursuit that she wasn't interested in. Trap Fruit had an actual romantic core to it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe nothing romantic.
No, I don't.
They have a third friend, or maybe there's a bookstore down in Denver called Kilgore's, Trouts, named after the Vonnegut character. Maybe they're friends with someone who works there, and they're like, "Hey, have you ever heard of this?" I don't know if how do you feel about the trope where they check in with a bookstore person and are like, "Do you have any books on allergies that predict the future?" And he's like,
"As a matter of fact, I do.
As a matter of fact,
it's right here.
You
on
read
the
it
shelf
down
right behind. Yeah, I was just about to read this."
Or we can just have him be like, "What are you talking about?"
How
do you feel about that?
I think it's fine for depending on the story.
Yeah.
I really think these.
You think this can be really condensed?
I think if it's just these two and they're like constantly Googling things and work on things by themselves, I think that's kind of a cool story. Yeah. I don't know. I feel that a third character in a tiny. This is 30 minutes and it seems pretty packed of what these two girls are doing. So
this is pretty short. As far as like what we're, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I don't really need it. I mean,
this is starting to feel a little Twilight Zone-y, which I'm okay with. Like, that's cool.
That's kind of how we normally go. We normally go a little bit Black Mirror.
Yeah,
yeah. But I think so far I don't see a need for a third person because like adding the third character is always good to form that triangle, which gives you a lot of debate, a lot of conversation. I don't see there being any debate on things to do. I don't see there being any kind of like fight for anything.
Right.
They seem pretty together. They know something bad is going to happen to them, and I think until we need a third character, let's try to do it with just two.
Sure.
Yeah. I like this scene a lot. This allergy montage and the Googling thing. I think that's going to be very clever. I think we got to kind of fill in this gap here, which is if they know that this is happening now, we got to figure out a reason why they're still going to go on this trip.
Yeah.
So
we should also figure out what the B plot is.
Well, so far the B plot is that maybe they're finally taking Betty to go skiing.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm thinking like,
I mean,
what do they return to after the bomb threat? What gets interrupted by the bomb threat that they return to? Like, we don't know that the plot's interacted with us yet. We're going back to what we were doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe it's talking about this quick little trip before going back to college. Or maybe this is, I think if say Betty is going through something and Al's being a good friend and it's like, hey, let's just go do that thing you've always wanted to do.
How long has Betty been blind?
Her whole life.
Okay. I only ask because if she's recently blind, and it's like, no, you are able to do what everybody does. Let's go skiing. You like to ski.
Okay.
And she's like, I don't know if I can. You absolutely can. Like,
yeah.
And we have a little bit of accessibility conversation there, and like we can have a little. If we want to do not a shopping montage, we can do a shopping montage where they buy ski gear. So what's something you always wanted to do? Well, I wanted to ski, but I can't do that now. You can do that now. Let's do it.
And we will do it. Sure. Now, is there an inciting incident that causes them to do this before school?
Before school would be in August, and you can't ski in August. as far as I'm aware.
Is that true?
I don't think so. I don't think there's enough snow up there.
Really?
In August, after it's been 90 degrees for 3 months? Even on the mountains?
Okay, so maybe this is
What if they're coming back from like winter break?
Yeah, okay.
Christmas break.
Yeah. And there's
Sure.
Maybe she's got problems at home.
Yeah. It's a relief for her to be back at school.
Her parents just divorced.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
And they didn't should have kind of split up time and whatever.
It was not an amicable one.
No. And Al's parents have been divorced because
Mark's making a pretty good point.
What's that?
Would Betty have a service dog?
Ooh.
We could have a service dog in here.
There you go. That's your third character.
Yeah.
And you've always want to work with animals.
I do.
Yeah.
Dogs are fine.
Dogs are fine.
Is your cat around here somewhere?
I don't know.
Locked in a room?
No, it's not locked in.
Okay.
Whatever.
It works.
All right, so a service animal.
Service animal. Do we want it to be a dog or do we want it to be something kind of service parrot? So when I worked at Chipotle back in Michigan, we had a fellow come in who had balance problems. He had ear surgery or something that had messed up his balance. So he would come in with a service cat on his shoulder, and the cat would act as a gyroscope for him and help him keep his balance.
Oh.
Yeah. Like he came in one day, the first day I ever saw him, I'm like, "Hey Karen, is that cool?" And she goes, "Yeah, he's in here all the time.
Cool.
It balances him." And he would move, and the cat would
Yeah. Oh, cool.
It was So
I think we would need to do some research to make sure we're not.
Yeah.
I don't want the joke to be that she's blind or that they have a service thing.
Oh, look at that service pig! Isn't that funny?
But now that you brought that up, she would have brought the service animal with her on all these things.
All of this.
So this one is okay. This one's okay.
Bring it to a concert.
Can you bring a dog? Yeah, I guess so.
Service dog, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously, the dogs are trained to be in high pressure public situations.
Yeah, okay.
That's their entire deal. From
But would you bring a dog skiing?
I
think the skiing thing we might have to rework. I do like it. Maybe could she leave the dog at home? Is that something
she could leave it at the lodge?
At the lodge. I don't know anything about service animals.
I don't know anything about skiing.
You just go down. It's mostly down.
Just gravity.
It's just
You
gravity.
put a stick on your foot and you let gravity do the work.
Some waxed up sticks and you just go.
Wax? No, I know. I thought the snow did it. That's why ice is slippery, right? Snow's like that.
Snow's like ice?
I think.
Maybe.
Snow is just
we'll find out in researching this.
Ugh.
Okay, so now we have a service animal.
I'm not attached to it, but I really like the idea of it ending on an avalanche.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I like a service animal. I like a cat. I don't know if that's a
service cat. I'm gonna look that up.
I think it's interesting if it's a real thing.
Cats cannot be recognized as service animals.
See, why
dogs are the only animals allowed to be considered service animals.
So it's gotta be a dog.
Cats can be beneficial companions and registered as emotional support animals. But we're not going for emotional support animal.
No.
We're doing service dog.
Service dog.
All right, it's a dog.
Yeah, it's a dog.
Cool. I'm fine with that.
What kind of dog?
German Shepherd.
No.
No?
Nah.
Black Lab.
All right. I feel like more of a funnier dog, but
cat. But she just calls it a
cat dog.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna
it's named Zepp because it's after Led Zeppelin's song Black Dog.
Sure.
I don't know. Who's in Led Zeppelin? I'm betraying my musical roots here.
A dog named Zepp.
A dog named Zepp.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's John Bonham, the Black Lab.
No.
Yeah.
No, I believe that's who sang it. But we're gonna name a dog John Bonham.
Why not? People name their dogs dumber stuff.
Well, I'm sure, but I like Zepp.
Zepp works. All right. I'm not attached to the name of the dog.
Hey, fine, John Bonham. I don't know how to spell that.
You got it. Except there's no H in John. I don't know. I think there might be.
I hate you. Okay, so we have our two characters plus their dog. They're taking a little trip before going back to school for the holidays.
And Al is trying to cheer up Betty because her parents recently divorced.
Holiday break.
Ugh. Over like Christmas, New Year's. Yep. Man.
Betty's parents break up. And Al's just trying to cheer.
Yeah. And that's part of the Nightshade Table concert. It's like, hey, semester starting.
Got your favorite band tickets.
We got your favorite band tickets. We're gonna go to the concert. We're gonna go to ski. We're gonna go do some hot springs, and then you have to deal with Professor Florpenstein. I don't know.
Classic scientist.
in his mad science.
Dr. Florpenstein.
Mad Science 201 reanimation.
Yeah.
That's a different idea.
We'll get there. What scene do you think we should work on for next time?
For next time?
Well, for next week.
Yeah. I don't want to script out a montage.
No. I think the allergy reveal or this first one.
Yeah.
I don't think anything over here.
Does it only reveal death related stuff, or is it like if they want to do a small scale test, would they be able to do it, or would it only be like
I think it would be fatal to Al.
Fatal to Al.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's one of the only rules we should give it.
Sure.
Because I don't see why, if it is giving her messages, why it would give her lackluster messages or like, don't drink milk, you're lactose intolerant.
Blue.
Yeah.
You like
you're sad.
And then a blue car drives by.
Oh, yeah, that's annoying. So I think it should be something that they're going to perceive as life-threatening.
Yeah.
I think it makes more sense. So I would say the scene probably...
And it should be relatively related to the cause of death. We have bomb, drop, fire. Dark doesn't necessarily work as a word, but that's why there's a question mark there. Yeah.
But I do like this one being something that they're not going to understand.
Yeah.
And
it's
take
a little
it different
too
way.
vague.
Yeah, it's a little...
I think dark...
no, I like that it's vague because
bomb is very specific. Drop is not. Fire is moderately specific.
Yeah.
Dark is not. So I guess that's full spectrum.
Should just be boom. That's it. Yeah, I like bomb.
Boom's not bad.
Boom. Oh god.
I was thinking blast, but I like that it's always 4.
Yeah, I like the 4 letters because that just seems easy to stick with. All right, so boom, drop, fire, dark. That's fine. Maybe a heat? No. Okay.
Heat's not bad. Cold. Now, I feel like that would stop them entirely from like going on the trip.
Yeah, I like dark.
Yeah.
I think because say they get say they're in a cabin and it just goes over them or something. That'd be weird.
Yeah.
All right, so I think, do you like either one of these scenes better?
I wouldn't mind.
I feel the more talky scenes are going to be these two.
Yes. I like the allergy reveal, but what is the reveal specifically? Is it the elevator drop? So the elevator drop happens.
No,
at the
the
end
reveal
of
is that it's laundry detergent.
Well, right, but what is the test that proves it to them? What is the thing what is the catalyst for their knowledge?
Oh, yeah, good question.
Where it's like drop, and then the elevator falls or something. And they're like, this is too specific.
Do you think that they would need to put Al in danger to test it?
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
I don't know what that danger would be like. Just have like a gun to her or something, or like, okay, you get in the bathtub, I'll hold this toaster here. Because it would need to be something that whatever force it is would think that it's fatal.
Yeah.
So we would need to put Al in a situation where.
Well, we have intentional danger.
Okay, maybe she is allergic to something deathly.
Okay.
And that's why they know, like, hey, if you eat this thing, I'm spitballing here.
Yeah, sure.
But let's just say that she has an allergy that would kill her. And that way they know that is a way she'll die.
What if she is allergic to peanuts?
Yeah, cool.
And they have like a bag of peanuts on the table, and they do the laundry detergent, and it says dust, like peanut dust.
Yeah.
And she goes, "I'm allergic enough to peanuts that is too close to me."
Yeah.
And then they're like, "I think we have a connection here. I think this is something."
And
I feel like that.
There needs to be a review. We need to find a way to put her in peril so that they can force the power to come on. So I think
it's at the time that the allergy takes hold that the warning is set.
Yeah.
Okay. She buys the detergent on the shopping trip, and that's why it triggers for the bomb threat.
For some reason, before the shopping trip, Betty washed Al's clothes in a different detergent.
Okay.
And that's like maybe the
She
first
brought it
thing.
from home.
And that's why they have no idea what it is.
Sure.
Like, you're allergic to
Okay.
peanuts. Did you have any? Like, I don't think so. So
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah. Let's see.
So also peanut allergy.
Yeah. A really bad one. I've known multiple people who have had potentially fatal peanut allergies. I thought it said BAP.
Yeah, I know.
What does that mean? She's got a BAP
Just
peanut
a
allergy.
bad peanut allergy. It's real bad. That's just whatever. Okay.
Do we want to do another intro? We are at about 3:30.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Hello, everybody. If you're just tuning in, this is Talking Upstream. I am Dylan. This is Zack at the whiteboard. We are some nobodies. That is our media group. I suppose media group.
Yeah, media group.
That's what we're describing it as. Yeah. We make a lot of stuff. And Talking Upstream is our effort to turn vague single-line ideas into pitchable, developable ideas and concepts. Ideally, scripted out, A, B, C. And then, with any luck, we can turn these into something that we can sell to people.
Yeah. And just want to throw a quick shout out to IBM TV just for having us on here. We really appreciate it and letting us talk out our ideas and hopefully helping us get them pushed out. So, IBM TV, thank you guys very much. All right. You want to recap?
Yeah. So today, the idea we're developing was presented as rash equals braille. The idea Zach brought was that someone has an allergy. They notice, or someone notices somehow that the allergy is a portent, is a call ahead to a disastrous event, and they avoid it. And then, as we kind of decided this was going to be a short film of some sort, as this goes on, they test it. They see they have another exposure to the allergy, and it reveals that drop is going to be the cause of death for the allergy haver, Al, and then an elevator falls nearby, and they're like, oh, that was weird. Let's test this out. They find out that it is the reaction she has to her roommate's new laundry detergent. So they test out a few things. They haven't figured it out yet, but they do a lethality test of some sort where they're like, they test it. They're like, oh, you're really allergic to peanuts. Let's see what happens. And then it spells out like dust or something.
Yeah.
They are on the cusp of doing like a big ski trip and stuff. So they are figuring out how to do all this. They go to a concert. She gets another allergic reaction that says fire or heat. And then the pyrotechnics for the metal band they're going to go see explode or otherwise catch everything on fire. And bad things happen. They continue onward to the ski trip they had. She gets one more allergic reaction that says dark. And then the movie ends with an avalanche covering them and the screen cuts to black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really liking where this is going.
Yeah.
I like doing a very tight thing because it makes all of these things happen so much faster.
It makes everything important.
Yeah.
There's not really any room to throw stuff away, so we have to really exercise like efficiency.
Yeah. Now, if this is the peanut dust / detergent allergy reveal, is this the scene that you think you would like to script out?
The tail end of the montage, and then the ensuing discussion about like, well, what do we do with this? What do we do about this?
Yeah.
And then a little bit of discussion about like, well, I don't want to live my entire life looking for it to end, like looking at the end.
Yeah.
Well, but you can avoid it and live longer. But then eventually it just turns into me just pushing that line back.
Now, is this kind of like a callback to a conversation that they had earlier, just reversed?
I think so.
Because you could easily see this being a conversation Al's having with Betty. Like, you can't just let something determine how you live. You got to go. So I can see that being a quick summation circular.
Actually, I really like that, actually.
Yeah, I like that too. Where
it's now, is Betty telling Al to stop obsessing about it? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like, you can't just live your life based on what this is. We have to go do stuff.
Yeah. You can't spend your entire time just waiting for things to be over.
And to prove it, I'll go skiing with you.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
That's
what I want to do. You said you wanted to make me feel better. Let's go skiing.
Yep.
Let's use your pass.
I'm scared. Let's just do it anyway. I like that. Cool.
It's like, well, can you? Yeah, blind people ski all the time. And then we prove it that we did our research and this isn't just us making stuff up. We show that we have credit. Clout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Credit.
I don't.
You have credit GameStop.
I do.
Yeah.
Probably.
You put a Skyrim back. Yeah, $14.
I have like 6 copies of Skyrim. I'm never taking that game back.
Okay, what else are we working on here?
I think
service animal. I think that could be cool because you're like, maybe I'm allergic to your dog. Well,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
if they live together, then that would be going away.
And Betty will have this moment where it's like, well, then you need to find a new roommate.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not negotiable.
Look,
She
I'm
goes, I don't
sorry.
want to get rid of your
Yeah.
dog.
Look, there's not a question. John Bonham's here forever. You gotta go. All right, that's funny.
She refers to him exclusively as John Bonham
Yeah, John Bonham.
and insists, "Oh, hi, John Bonham,
Unless he's in trouble, then it's Jonathan Bonham.
Jonathan Bonham." I'm stuck on having like a single scene third character just to show their life exists outside of this roommate dynamic. Maybe Betty has like a boyfriend who's like, "Hi, John Bonham," and it's like you have to refer to it as his full name. Well, that's his name. I like show up briefly to show that these two have people who will miss them afterwards. And I know that we're showing Betty has parents.
Yeah.
But maybe show that Al has someone she cares about. And that's why she's so worried about these death warnings.
Okay. So Al's got like a girlfriend or something?
Could be.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what that scene would tell us.
Maybe they show up just in the first scene.
And they come in for the concert?
Yeah.
They're like there again?
Yeah.
And they die in the concert. No.
They wouldn't go on a skiing trip.
Yeah, I know. They would do that. Yeah.
That sort of thing kind of puts your
you don't
plans on pause.
Yeah, you're like that stuff. Okay.
Well, I mean, Jerry died.
I know your fiance just died, but let's go to these house rings.
I have a pass. We have a reservation.
You think lift passes are cheap?
Listen,
They're not.
my parents got divorced. Your fiance died. It'll cheer both of us up.
We're all on boats. We're all on different boats here. Okay.
Just because we're on different boats doesn't mean it's not the same river.
True. If the tide rises, we all go up. So we got our scene, which is the detergent allergy reveal. We got a rough storyline here. I think we could probably push this up to 45 minutes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
If we really unwind and have some actual like strong conversations, hit some real like deep points about what this might mean, have them theorize about what's causing this, because this is weird.
There could be a conversation here of like, and Betty's like, "Hey, do you want to bring your partner? Because this is going down." It's like, no, I'm spending time with you. This is for you.
They're coming to the concert, but the ski trip is you and I.
Yeah, I like that.
It's a roommate trip.
Yeah. What else do you think? What else we need here?
I think we need some scenes in between the mall and the elevator.
Yeah. So this is going to be they're getting ready. Well, we got to have the conversation about what happened here.
Yeah.
So this is while they're in the mall.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the exposition conversation in the pretty beginning, and that's when they go to eat, and they got to eat something that could have had peanuts in it.
Yeah.
They leave the bomb threat, and then they go back to their apartment.
Do they go to their apartment after they survive that sort of thing?
Yeah, because they don't know. It's just like, oh man, that's crazy.
They go to their apartment. They have a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
They put on what's big nowadays? Broad City TV show.
It's a good show.
All
right, sure. They put on Broad City.
I don't know. I'm thinking of what people watch to de-stress nowadays.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that came to mind.
I watched the show Alone.
I don't know it.
Yeah, you should watch it.
Okay.
It's about people living alone in the wilderness for as long as possible.
Mm.
It lasts about 60 days. Then they start dying.
60?
60, yeah.
Oh, wow. All right.
I think the movie's like 86.
It's longer than what that dude... Who's that dude with the van?
Bill?
McCandless?
I don't know who you're talking
Bill. Who's Bill?
There's a guy that lives over there. His name's Bill. He's got a van.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh, all right.
He's fine.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I've had friends who lived in vans for a while. Caden did.
Yeah. It's good living.
I don't think he minds me outing him on that.
Well, just don't say his last name. You want to, though.
Caden Braden.
Braden Caden.
Now they'll never know.
Wait, so they live in a van? Is that what you want to
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah.
That was all comedy
I mean,
for
they
filler.
could.
A little comedic filler.
Oh, good.
I mean,
well, we do need this, which you're right. We actually need a little bit of the montage is kind of cool. I guess so. All right, so if this is a half an hour,
yeah,
that means each one of these is roughly every 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So then to get from here to here,
Actually, you're right. That's not a lot of time.
that's not a lot of time. So I think we pushed this
That
to
scene we did was 6 minutes long, and I abridged that for the sake of this program.
I know you cut all those curses out. I appreciate
That too. You can find a full language
God,
version of that.
so
on our
many. It was
website.
originally 15 pages. Just sheer cursing.
I watched Uncut Gems recently, and that got like what 4th place for the most F-bombs dropped,
Man,
which it deserved. It's
yeah.
very good. I'm gonna beat them.
With the word F-bomb, not even like the actual word.
The most occurrences of the F-bomb.
F-bomb. So this is going back to their apartment. This is having a bottle of wine. This is talking about
decompressing.
I
think that's talking more about their individual situations.
Yeah.
So that, it's like we had this weird thing happen at the mall, but we're still talking about the fact that your parents are divorcing.
Yeah.
And the fact that what was Al's problem? She lives in a van?
No. Her parents are also broke up, but she's...
Well, yeah, but her parents, I imagine her parents have been divorced
She's
forever.
in like a relationship that's fine, and now she has this allergy problem.
It's run its course, but uncomfortable.
It's fine. Yeah. It's comfy.
And it's like, Al, do you really want to be with someone you describe your relationship as fine?
Betty, we're talking about you right now. We'll talk about me later.
We've been talking about you for a long time.
And I'm tired of it.
I'm okay with it.
I'm sick of it.
I feel like you need it.
You would feel that way. Can I have more wine?
All right.
So, Expo talking.
I just really don't want to talk about mom and dad.
What gets them to the elevator?
If they're in Denver.
Yeah, what elevators in Denver?
I'm sure there are a lot of them. Is it their apartment building? Do they live on like the 10th floor?
Their apartment elevator drops?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that's the next morning?
It could. Yeah. Let's make the time frame real quick on
this.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fast. Like I think that this
day.
This is
day.
3 or 4 days. Yeah, 4 days.
This is the long week. Do we want to make this the first week of school? And this is like Labor Day weekend. They have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off.
When is that?
First week of September.
Can you go skiing then? Didn't you say that to me earlier? You can't go skiing in August.
Can't go.
But you can go skiing in September.
There's something about white on Labor Day, so
That's
maybe snow's not good.
No, so you can't wear white shoes after Labor Day.
Places to ski in the United States this Labor Day weekend from August 2018. There are places in Oregon and Colorado and Virginia.
Okay.
They only list.
So it's going to go back to being the beginning of school when you think it's better? Fine.
Oh, you're right. No, you're right.
That's fine.
Beginning
of school makes more sense anyway.
I think the fact that I went back to that so naturally is probably a good sign that that should be in like August, September.
So first day, this is
St. Mary's Glacier near Idaho Springs.
Idaho Springs not too far.
Yeah.
So this is the weekend before their first day of their sophomore year.
Okay. Sure. Mark recommended Jimmy Page as the dog's name, but I really like a dog named John Bonham.
Yeah.
Jonathan Bonham.
Jonathan Bonham.
You peed on the carpet again.
Bonham.
She keeps pet naming him, like more and more reducing it.
Okay, so the next morning, that's not how you spell morning at all.
Morning.
Okay, next morning is the elevator drop in the apartment complex. That's crazy. Okay, and then we have after the drop, that's when they go on to we need to figure this out.
Yeah.
Let's figure out this allergy.
That's close enough. And then we do the allergy montage.
And then it's just Betty just rubbing things all over her and shoving things in her mouth.
I'm imagining the shot. It is a table, head on Allison, and you see Betty's hand like put something down, and then Al is like, I feel a little bit of comedic.
Yeah, I got you.
She doesn't quite put it centered.
I get it.
And Al is just like, this just gives me hives. Rubs on like her gums or something.
Yeah, just tearing.
As it progresses on, her eyes get more watery, and like maybe her face gets a little puffy. And
you got a rash? Like, I don't think so. Oh, I got my feet itch now.
Oh.
All right, so then we got the montage.
She's like, hold on, I gotta change, and she goes and like puts on like a pullover hoodie or something. And she's just like,
what is the smell?
I'm sorry, I don't know. I can't smell anything.
Yeah. Oh, because she like maybe
get
one of the things makes her like onto her clothes,
Aw.
and then Betty's like, hey, just put this sweatshirt on,
Yeah.
and then she puts it on, and she's like, what's this smell? Oh, what is this? And that's when it shows up. It's like,
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's good.
yeah, so I like that.
Yeah.
I
Man,
like puke being a
this
crux.
is miserable.
No, these girls they're not having a good.
Not having a good time, but hey,
And then we have.
predicting your death is.
It's
never
like, look,
easy.
we just have our concert tonight. We're not going to eat anything. We're not going to drink anything. Let's just enjoy this concert. And
You love Nightshade Table. I don't need you to tell me who I like. But
Yeah.
yes, I do.
then they go, oh, well, maybe we should just.
And then it cuts to them in the car, and she's got the detergent on her lap.
Yeah. And she's like, what's this say? What's this say?
I got it.
Fire.
Heat.
Heat.
I kind of like heat.
Yeah, it's better.
And it's like, so what? Do we stay away from the lights? I say they kind of get this one.
They what?
They kind of get this one. They
Yeah.
kind of know.
They're like, well, we stay in the back or
we stay in the
something?
back. I say we stay in the back.
Yeah,
You can
and if
hear
anything
just as well
goes
from
on.
there.
Yeah.
And then something awful happens on stage, and they're first out the door. or
Gotta go.
something.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go.
But it does seem weird that they would still go on this trip, though.
They're like, they have a discussion between those two where it's
Yeah.
like, I've been thinking about what you're saying, and I don't think we need to let this keep us from doing things. We take the detergent with me,
We'll just
and
we'll be safe.
we keep it in mind,
Cool.
but we don't let this stop us from
Yeah.
living. We don't let the threat of death keep us from living.
So
Thesis
this-
statement of the movie.
So this is Betty's.
And then it
speech.
kills them. And then they die.
Yeah.
Maybe. It cuts to black with their situation being left ambiguous.
So this is Betty's speech right here.
Yeah.
Big talking moment.
Yeah. Big talking moment. She goblin?
What?
She's got like
No,
a
it's a
pointy
speech
ear.
bubble with
Oh!
is it a one-eared goblin with
I
guess
thought
it's-
it was perspective. It looks like a goblin, kind of.
I guess I can see it now.
It's got little sharp teeth and
Well, now I
squinty
feel like
eyes.
drawing a goblin. No.
All right.
Okay, so we got our scene.
Her dog's name is Goblin. It's not a bad name for
John
a dog.
Goblintham.
Ah,
No.
I'm gonna next when I. What's your cat's name? Does it have a name?
Yeah, Gypsy.
Oh.
It's my daughter's cat. It's not my cat.
Problematic name.
Why?
Nah, I don't know.
That's a dumb name.
It's not
Jip for
bad.
short.
Is she gonna watch this? Is she gonna hear you call it a dumb name?
I tore it to her face. the
Oh,
dumb
okay.
name. She's probably watching right now.
It's not terrible.
Is she watching right now?
We have two watching now. One of them is probably Mark.
and,
Hi, Mark.
and probably my daughter.
All right.
I can't.
Or my
wait.
parents.
Yeah.
Goblin's not a bad name
Hello,
for
Mark.
a cat.
Yeah, I like Goblin.
Leave your cat names in the comments.
Yeah, please.
I'll like every one of them.
All right, so we're going with either Goblin or Jimmy Page.
For a cat?
Or just names of animals for right now.
Oh, okay. If I when I get a cat next, it's gonna be named Scrunge.
Scrunge?
Yeah,
What's that?
it's a
Half sponge, half
no, a
grunge?
scrungy cat. It's like a cat. It's always like
Is scrunge a word that you think you made up?
I did not make it up.
It's
People
a-
have used scrunge to describe cats for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, scrungy.
So you're going to go out looking for a weird looking cat on
Why
purpose?
not? They need to be adopted too. I'm not gonna go out and look for them. I'm gonna go to a shelter.
So any cat you get is named Scrunch, no matter
Probably.
what it looks like.
Probably. They tend to fit.
Does it have like a full name? Jonathan Scrunge Diesel?
That's not bad. Scrunger Taker.
Scrunch. You can call me Jim. All right, what else do we want to work on here? We got a good amount.
We do. This is a pretty well done one.
Yeah.
Scrunge. Semi-liquid substance. A scruffy and impoverished individual.
Okay. So wait, you're just gonna impoverish your own cat just to keep its name?
It's a cat. They have no concept of property.
That's true. And take what they want.
Yeah. The pictures. I'll show you the pictures after the show. It's cats doing this.
Oh, jeez.
It's great. They're great.
Google Scrunge, I guess. That sounds bad to
Yeah.
say.
No, it's cute.
All right, what else are we working on here?
All right. Back to the show.
Yeah, we got to
After
figure this out.
detour.
I think we're pretty close. We got Betty's speech over here. I think that's like the big push to get
That's
to
the
here.
big one. Yeah.
And the
And then
second they
she-
get there, that's when it just goes bad.
That's when it
That's
goes
cool,
bad.
and that's done. Exposition talk. I think that's cool.
They're at the mall. I'm just going to do a quick run through
Yeah.
for both the folks at home and for us to just solidify the concept in our mind.
Mhm.
They're at the mall. They're talking about how they are going to plan something for Betty to feel better because it's after summer and her parents split up. They are at the mall. She has gotten an allergic reaction to something. Somehow Betty reaches over and like pats her on the arm and is like, boom. What happens? And then it's like, what do you mean? And then for some reason they leave before the thing happens. And they're like, oh, that was weird. We just survived a near-death experience. Let's go home, have some wine, watch some TV. They do that. They talk a little bit about their individual situations. Betty's parents are split up. Al tries to help her. Al is in a blah relationship. The next morning, they're going to buy stuff. Do they drop the idea of the ski trip then?
I think they've had this plan.
Okay. We talked about, our shopping got thrown off today. We're going to go finish our shopping tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Because they are just like passing back and forth and stuff, she gets another rash. And that morning, it's like, hey, Betty somehow like grabs her arm to walk her and she goes, drop? What does that mean? Does the elevator drop immediately then?
Pretty soon.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like as they're waiting for it, they hear like a grinding noise and then it stops. Maybe they get waylaid.
Maybe they just decide to not take the elevator just because of that.
Yeah. Drop. I don't know.
Yeah.
We got boom yesterday. Do they immediately draw the connection there? Like we got boom yesterday and there was that.
Yeah, I think
I want to take the elevator today.
I think they're just skeptical.
Maybe John Bonham is a little upset. He's like,
oh, he's a little whiny.
Yeah. All right, we'll walk.
Cool. Let's just walk.
Cool. So that happens.
John Bonham
likes
steps anyway.
They don't finish shopping after that. They're like, no, this is weird.
Yeah.
We get an allergy montage. What are you allergic to? I used to be allergic. I'm allergic to peanuts. Like really,
deathly allergic to peanuts.
I don't know if we can test that. I'm also allergic to.
Yeah.
That little comedy montage of them doing that, and then finally it ends with her swapping shirts, and then she's like, "What is it? Am I allergic to you? I don't know. I just got a new detergent. I mean, I could be. What does this say? It doesn't say anything. No, it should say something to confirm."
Yeah, it's got to say something. And I like that, like, maybe it just says dust because that bag of
dust
peanuts
and there's
is right
the
there.
peanut. And
Sure.
she's like, I got peanut dust in my nose when I was a kid and I had to be taken to the emergency room. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
here we are. They have a minor talk about, well, if you knew death was coming, would you try to sidestep it? Well, yes, to a point, but at a certain point, not living is the same as letting it control you. They're like, all right, so we're going to this concert. I guess we're going to this concert. Let's do it. We go to the concert. We have a little shot of them with the detergent. It's like, all right, before we go in, let's try it out.
And they get that weird conversation at the front of the concert, like, hey, you can't bring this stuff in here. Like, no, it's not liquor, it's laundry detergent.
You can't bring laundry detergent into a concert. Like,
sure you can.
There's nothing in the rules that says I can't. It's like, well, I guess opens up and smells it. All right, if you don't do anything with that, lemon. While they're in there, it says heat, and it's like Nightshade Table does a lot of pyrotechnics. Like, let's hang out in the back, and then it goes badly.
Yeah.
And they're like, and they have a more in-depth conversation about, this is big. Like, we could really potentially help people with this, but like, we can't let it control what we do. We can't let it stop us from being alive just because we're afraid of it. And they're like, right, are we going skiing tomorrow? We are, but we're being careful.
Mm-hmm.
We're being real careful. They go.
We'll leave John Bonham.
I want to take him with me. He's my service dog.
Yeah.
He's coming with us.
All right, fine.
He doesn't have to come skiing.
Yeah.
But unless they take him on the lift, I think you can probably get a dog to go on.
We'll do a little bit of research on this.
We'll do a little bit of research on this. The plan right now is for John Bonham to be chilling out in the sauna with the ladies. Yeah. He's doing the Led Zeppelin thing.
That's cool.
Oh no, he's not doing the Led Zeppelin thing.
I don't know what that means, but I don't like it.
He's burning down
what?
David Bowie's house with magic.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They used to get into magic fights. John Bonham and David Bowie used to get into magic fights.
Yeah.
For real.
Well, I don't know if that's for real.
I mean, no, but they would really believe that it was real.
Okay.
They would believe that it was.
I'm
anyway,
sure David Bowie believed a lot of things.
We'll do a magic Bowie. They already did Magic Bowie in Labyrinth, and he's dead.
Dang.
Also,
too bad.
Rest in peace, David Bowie.
I think that's pretty much it.
That's kind of it. And then they go up on the slope, and it's like dark. Well, I guess we got to do our run before night.
Yeah.
Oh no, they do that before they go on the ski lift.
Yeah.
Like dark. So we do it before we go up. We don't ski at night.
We're safe.
Well, all right. And then avalanche, thump, cut the black.
Yeah, cut the black.
Ugh.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's cool. What do you think the poster should look like?
I think
Should be a rash. That's kind of gross.
Someone, a woman from the back with her like shoulder down, like a shirt down over her shoulder, maybe, and whatever the title of this is, in dots, not braille. We couldn't. We could do a braille poster if we physically produce it.
Oh yeah, I'll make one of those.
That'd be neat.
I'll make a couple of those.
Yeah, but it's whatever the title spelled out in braille.
Oh, cool. I like that. We did say topical earlier.
We did,
which I think is not. It doesn't really fit.
More than 4 letters.
What about? Not true.
I don't know what. I don't know.
It's gonna be a 4-letter thing.
I don't know. That might be too short.
Because as I said, topical, the word atopic popped into my head, which is.
I don't know atopic. I don't think. Is that like a surface?
Isn't it like something that's on your surface,
Okay.
like a atopic?
Atopic isn't bad. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
It's at least.
I like
it's at least
tight
unique.
words. Yeah.
It's unique, and if, as we've learned from the podcast,
Google atopic real fast.
As we've learned from the podcast, you want it to be easily Googleable.
Yeah.
Atopic.
If you guys don't know, we have a show called the podcast show, where we review as many bad podcasts as we could find. The problem is that we thought the name was clever, and it turns out impossible to look for.
It is a clever name, but you have to do some real like tight Google searching to find it, or just have your friends share it. Like you should share all of this on your own social media network.
That's true. Please share it.
Atopic. I'm getting a lot of dermatitis and eczema results.
Oh, is that close?
Denoting a form of allergy in which a hypersensitivity reaction such as dermatitis or asthma may occur in a part of the body not in contact with the allergen. I think it works. I still think it works. I like it.
I like the name. All right, so we're gonna stick with atopic.
Atopic.
That's a good name.
Yeah. And we are just about out of time on this one.
All right. Oh, cool. All right. Do you want to start wrapping things up?
We appreciate you watching this. We appreciate IBM TV giving us a platform for this.
Oh yeah.
We appreciate anybody going to listen to our shows. You can find everything we do at www.somenobodies.com. That includes our comedy podcast, Silicon Angels, which wrapped its first season. Includes the podcast, a podcast show where we review podcasts. You can find links to this show, every episode, on our website. We are discussing Lovecraft Country, the HBO adaptation of the novel. I think that's all we're doing right now. We have other stuff in the books.
Yeah, these 5 things that we've been working on here.
We've developed, some of which are actually coming along.
Yeah, and if you want to help us out and make these things get bigger and bigger, we also have a Patreon page. We would like to say a couple quick thank yous to Scott Curtis, you get to say it this time.
What's her first name?
Sarah.
And how do you spell her last name so I can remember it?
I say it Tchachkyk, but it is spelled Tkazzyk.
Tachevik.
There's no V.
What?
Sorry.
Tachachik.
Maybe. And who else?
And Tana Shosh.
Excellent. Thank you guys very much. We do appreciate it. Patreon.com/somenobodies. You can go to somenobodies.com for everything that we're doing. Once again, IBM TV, we could not thank you enough. Thank you.
And we appreciate Jared Gleason for writing the opening and closing theme song. It is Quantum Realm, and it is used with permission.
Yep. And that's it.
That's it. And
see you guys next week.
Everybody.
Thank you.